BeyNews. Hello guys, welcome back to another BeyNews, a series where we talk about new bays, new releases, and new complaints. And let's keep it short because we have a lot of things to talk about today. So news reporter Milo, take it away. Hello guys, yes, we are back with another BeyNews video, a series where we talk about new bays, new releases, and complaints from yours truly. And today we have Takara Tomy and Hasbro things to cover, so let's talk about it right now. Because unfortunately, Takara Tomy has given me some weird feelings for this release. And by now, I'm sure you guys already heard about the brand new CX Stamina Expand Blade that has been revealed by CoroCoro themselves. And let's not keep the wait long, as we have a brand new CX blade, that being Brachio Whip Outer Wheel on 570 Narrow. This is a brand new random booster select release for the CX line, and it has weird things going on. But first, let's talk about the stock combo that they gave for this blade. For the lock chip, we have Brachio. It features a very simple design of a Brachiosaurus, which is what this bay is based off of, and it's simple and effective, and I really like that about the lock chip. Since this is a CX expand line, which means the blade is now split into two parts instead of one, that being the metal and the overblade. And for the overblade, we have Outer, featuring a very round 5-bladed design similar to Double. This overblade is focused on outward weight distribution, but is it actually? Well, let's first look at the metal blade, which is Whip. Now, Whip is the CX Stamina metal blade that this blade has, and it features a 4-bladed design instead of 5. Which is weird, but I think it works out kinda well. A 4-bladed design is okay, but I feel like it's a weird design choice because you're using a 5-bladed overblade and you're putting it on a 4-bladed metal blade. But I'm not the one to complain, because a 4-bladed design could be good for anti-attack against opposing base like Shark Scale or Hover Wyvern, and even competing against Pegasus Blast in the current meta, or it can even be used in stamina or defense combos like it should be. And speaking of Pegasus Blast, I'm sure you guys know that when Pegasus Blast was released, it was commonly used on stamina type combos featuring the Wheel Assist Blade. And by now, I'm sure that you guys know that the Wheel Assist Blade is very hard to get because it's locked behind a random booster and it only has 2 copies. But now it's more accessible to get thanks to Brachio Whip, featuring 3 copies of the Wheel Assist Blade in different colors, with the stock combo color being a darkish blue, which I am a fan of because it can be used on Pegasus Blast. That was not me being a fanboy, alright? And now let's talk about the ratchet for this blade, which is 570. And I feel like they could have used something more newer like 670 or 060 or 070. There was a lot of options. But it does help with Brachio Whip because Brachio Whip is again 5-bladed, except for the metal blade, so it will help with the outward weight distribution. And now let's talk about the bit for this blade, which is a brand new one, which is none other than Narrow. Now, Narrow is a stamina type ball bit that features a ball, but narrower. Think of it as the ball and wedge bit combined into one bit. Narrow features a 10-gear design like Rush, Low Rush, and Wedge, and it features an elongated ball bit that's kinda awkward to look at. So basically, the full combo of Brachio Whip features a very thick and bulky blade that's focused on outward weight distribution, and at the bottom you have a very skinny bit that's just balancing the heavy stuff at the top. Now, since this is a random boost to select, you actually have 3 copies of the same blade but in different colors. But the colors and the parts they gave it for the others are just so bad. First of all, they gave it the same treatment as Viper Tail, Wyvern Gale, Fox Brush, and Shinobi Shadow, where the other 2 colors are just gold and black. Where's the originality? Like, they could have referenced other dinosaur bays like Tyranno Beat, Tricera Press, which by the way I have a video on, so you can go check it out, and also Roar Tyranno and Terra Swing. But they just didn't, and that's so sad. And what's even worse is the fact that they gave it the Clock Mirage treatment, where all of the parts is just the same in the random booster select. So really, there's no randomness besides the color. Are you kidding me? We could have gotten other reprints like Kick, 670, Zap, and other stuff, but instead you just gave us the Clock Mirage treatment, but in a CX Expand Stamina CX Blade. What the heck? Okay, I may have lost my cool there, but it is still a very good release, and I think you should go get it because you get more wheels and also more accessible parts to mess around with for experimental combos. And now let's talk about the Hasbro part of the news, as some people have already found the brand new Bison Bay and also the Aegis Bay in shelves. First of all, let's talk about Valor Bison, which is a Stamina UX Expand Blade, which means there is no ratchet as it is blade and ratchet integrated. Valor Bison features a free spinning gimmick that is almost similar to Kinetic Satum, only this time it's only 1 instead of 3. The free spinning gimmick is very good for stamina and defense as it allows for you to deflect and disrupt opponents from doing their attacks on the bay. And I'm sure you guys are confused on why we're talking about this now, even though it's been revealed for months. Well, it's because the weight hasn't been revealed back then and has only been revealed now. And it weighs around 40 to 41 grams, which is pretty good because this blade can be used for defense combos, with the only thing holding it back is the fact that you cannot use ratchets for this blade, which means you have less room for customization but have more room for optimizing your parts. And Valor Bison also features the free ball bit, which is a good thing to have. Nothing more to say. And we also have the brand new BX Infinity release, which is Ring Aether 080 Disc Spike. Yes, you heard me, Disc Spike. Now, Ring Aether is a defense type BX Infinity Bay, which means there is more metal on the gear chip than there are to BX bays that are, well, not infinity or expanded. It is very round and circular and also has a weight of 38 to 37 grams, which means this might be used for defense or even stamina when it gets released. However, it does feature an imbalance as it saw in the bottom of the blade, which could mean something, but we're not too sure just yet. It also features a brand new bit, which is Disc Spike, and as you guys heard, yes, it is Spike, but now in a disc form, which means it is 2 millimeters taller than average bits, and it's Spike, so no one's gonna use this. But anyways, those are the so far supposed leaks of the Hasbro news, since we haven't got much leaks about Rampart Aegis and also Shinobi Cutter. And bonus news is the fact that Valor Bison will also be releasing in Takara Tomy, but being locked in a lottery system, which is the same as Hover Wyvern, which could mean that this bay could be a meta dominant bay, or it could just be locked behind a lottery system for no absolute reason. But yes, anyways, that's the news, and News Reporter Milo, take it away. Thank you so much for that, News Reporter Milo, and thank you guys so much for watching BeyNews. What do you guys think of the new releases like Brachio Whip, Valor Bison, and also Ring Aether? Do you think they're going to be meta viable, or do you think they're just going to succumb to anti-meta, or will just not be viable at all? I think for the most part, all of these 3 releases will be used some way, somehow, with Brachio Whip being used in anti-attack combos, Valor Bison being used in defense and stamina combos, and the same thing goes for Ring Aether, but I'm not too sure because of its weight. Even though it is 37-38 grams, it can still be outclassed by heavier bays like Shark Scale, Major Dragoon, and Bahama Blitz. But anyways, those are the releases, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. That is all for today's BeyNews. That is all the time for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Beyblade news.